What's up, guys? It's Taylor Acorn, and you're watching Spotlight Report.
The grass is greener on the other side. Yeah,
Taylor, thank you for your
Yes,
time
thank you.
despite the miserable weather we have here in Sydney. It's very good to see you.
Yes.
First of all, congratulations on what have been crazy 10 years of your life.
Oh,
So
thank you.
we read that you left uni to follow your musical dreams. So how has been this journey for you so far?
I mean, it's been crazy. I think, I come from a very small town where making music and kind of doing this, chasing your dreams like this is not very common. I don't know. I can't really think of anybody that I grew up with that has, tried to pursue music like this. And so to be able to see it actually unfolding in the way that I had always hoped it would is just crazy,
Yeah. Well, you're fresh from Good Things in Melbourne. How was the
Yeah.
Melbourne show? And
It was amazing. We did have a couple technical difficulties, so we had to cut a couple songs. But I mean, every single time I come out here, this is our second time we've come, and the energy is just incredible, and it's so eye-opening to see how many people actually know the songs. So we had a really amazing crowd, and they sang along with me, and we had a great time regardless. So.
What I love about your music is that feel very personal to you. You speak about like self-awareness, depression, anxiety. How did these lyrics come to you? They come from natural experiences. How important is for you to bring this message to the people?
I think the easiest way I can describe it is it's basically like my diary.
Okay.
I am a very shy person in just like outside, normal life. And so I think music has really been the one thing that I've been able to not only express myself, but just kind of like get myself through certain situations. And so it's been really amazing to see the connection that people have with my own story and turning it into their own. And I think like the biggest thing for me is just remaining honest. And so yeah, it's just my diary, and it's been really awesome to be able to connect with fans on that level.
And speaking about being like a diary, High Horse, one song about like, I think it's like sticking it to the man or sticking it to people
Yeah.
who mock you, but they're still singing. Wow, those
Thank
lyrics,
you.
like
Thank
for
you.
how did those lyrics? Is anything special about those songs? How did you come up with those two songs?
Well, I think, especially this past year, a lot has changed for me as far as like my career goes. And so when you're online and you put yourself out there, of course there's going to be people that love you, but there's also going to be people who maybe don't love you as much. And so dealing with that and kind of trying to remind myself that, there are going to be people who might not like you, but you're still doing what you love, and you still have people that show up for you in ways that, are just insanely amazing. And so for me, I think, especially Birds Still Sing, I felt a few times where I felt like I wasn't good enough, or I would read comments about what people were saying, and unfortunately, I'm the kind of person where I can see a million positive comments, but there's always going to be that one that kind of outweighs the positivity. And I think that's like that for a lot of artists, because our art and our craft is so close to our hearts, and we're so passionate about it. So Birds Still Sing was definitely like, a song that I needed to write for myself, to remind myself, like you're on the right path. And despite how you might feel right now, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And so it's been really cool to see people resonating with that song the way that they have. And it definitely does have a different tone compared to the other songs on the album. And so I was a little nervous about that, but they seem to just really love it. And then High Horse is just another one, there's going to be people that are so, I don't want to necessarily say jealous, but I do think there are people who don't really love to see other people succeeding or chasing their dreams and succeeding. And so it was just a fun little like nod to whatever, you can say whatever you want about me, like that's your problem, not mine, so
And I think about more like other fun sides of the Nervous System music video where they carry you around in a wheelchair everywhere. How was that video? Something might have happened while filming it. Can you tell us any story about that video?
Oh gosh, that video was honestly so much fun to make. My partner actually, he is the one who filmed it. He's been filming all of my music videos. So it was a very small team. It was like 4 of us, and it was just really cool. We had cameras that we'd never worked with before on that set, and then we had a good friend of mine who actually it was kind of crazy. You know, the guy who was pushing me around on the cart, who was playing the doctor, actually just beat cancer. So it was really cool to have him be a part of it because he didn't know if he would be able to be there. So to have him healthy and to be a part of the music video was really, really cool.
Okay.
So, yeah.
To not take you more of your time here, especially in this day that you need more coffee, I want to ask you,
Yeah.
I know these shows are very fast-paced, it's like moving from one city to another. Have you got the chance to meet any of the other bands? Anyone on your bucket list you wanted to meet? Any fangirl moment so far?
There have been a couple. Well, we're playing some side shows with Bowling for Soup in a couple days, and so we've been kind of running into them at the airport and stuff. I want to catch their set here one of these days if we have the time, but I got to meet them. They're wonderful. From Ashes to New, we've seen them a few times, and so but it has been kind of like run and gun, so hopefully the next 2 days I'll be able to meet people. So.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for your time and wish you all the best. I can't wait to see you live on the stage.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
for having me.